Welcome to Tea and Cornbread, a conversation with Sean and Tracy, where warmth, wisdom, and community come together. Just like a good meal shared with loved ones, our podcast brings heartfelt conversations with incredible people who are making a difference.
We spotlight community leaders, change makers, and everyday heroes who uplift, encourage, and support those around them. Grab a cup of tea, pull up a chair, and join us as we share inspiring stories, real talk, and a whole lot of love. Because when we come together, we nourish more than just our bodies, we feed our souls. Hey everybody, it's Tea and Cornbread with Sean and Tracy. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Sean.
Hey my sister, how are you?
What's going on?
Oh, lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
We got
as
lots
usual.
of conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
We gonna have a hot conversation again today.
We are, because we have one of our favorite people.
Yes.
Lisa Williams with us.
In the house.
Little
Yes.
Big O U.
Big O U. Stop playing.
I love
Stop
it. I love
playing.
it.
Yes.
Thank you
yes.
for having me. It's
Yes.
an honor and a privilege.
Oh
Yes.
no, thank you for accepting.
Yes.
You
yes.
know, we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So what you do this weekend?
Um,
Talk about it. She can't.
I was in a training all day yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And it was mandatory.
Mhm.
That's why I missed the luncheon. You know, and I was mad because I was supposed to be there. But it turned out well.
Your ticket. I was
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Why is she doing that?
it's all right.
But it
God
happens.
works in
Yeah.
His way, and I just got to keep moving when He says, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So that was it. And then
Yes.
yesterday our family reunion had a fundraiser, music bingo.
Yep.
So that was fun. We'll talk about that later. That was really
Nice.
fun. So
Nice.
yeah, that's what happened yesterday. And then today it's a long day too.
Okay.
So
But you know what? We complain and say little stuff, but be thankful and grateful.
that we can, right?
Exactly. And I'll say that because Wednesday at Double Dutch, you know, they kind of celebrated my birthday. And I'm like, no.
Yes.
And it's like, right. It's like, girl, you better celebrate while you
Hey,
can. Because
absolutely.
nobody's calling and nobody's saying happy birthday.
Then
I
you
would be
worry
like,
what
why
happened?
nobody call me?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we do have to stay in the moment and be thankful and grateful. So
So can we talk about
what?
where you are? You are in a different season.
This lady right
Yes,
here, she's too
yes.
far behind
What
me.
season is that?
She,
Happy birthday
Look, I'm-
to my girl
I
Tracy.
thank you and appreciate that. But
She is not in our club anymore.
No?
I'm gonna do it.
she been
She
dying
turned
to
60.
do this. She been dying to
Yes.
do this.
I want to be you when I grow up.
Uh.
'Cause that does not look like 60.
Oh,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She's always been my inspiration, my big
Listen.
sister.
That's amazing. I did not even know that. We were celebrating you, but I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't change my shirt of 40 plus or nothing.
That's
I'm like,
all right.
I'm
You
keeping
will.
this 59 for right now. no.
Wear it till it runs
I'm
out.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm thankful and grateful.
Happy
and
birthday.
you know,
That's
Um,
amazing.
I am though. I went away for my birthday, a nice long weekend, and you just kind of reflect. You know, not to get all, but you know, I lost my mom, dad, and my sister before they turned 50.
Yeah. Before
wow.
they turned 50.
Three of them before they turned
Yeah.
50. So it's
so
kind of a
sorry.
bittersweet.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, you did that. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So yeah, appreciate each day.
Yeah.
We
That's
just have to.
amazing.
We just have to get
Is
up
that
and
when you
say
had on
thankful.
that pretty dress?
That
'Cause
yeah, I
you
was
look
in
looking
Jamaica.
like
I was
something.
Yes.
girl.
Like, look at my
listen,
sister.
Yes.
listen.
Yes,
let me tell y'all,
honey.
I had to zip needs a zip. I
You
was
look
determined to get into
amazing.
that dress.
Yeah,
I
and
was
you did.
determined.
And you did. It
Amazing.
looked absolutely
Yes.
amazing.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate that. I
All
do.
right.
I do. So.
And what
yeah.
else you do this weekend?
We had the luncheon with Win yesterday, which was a beautiful thing.
We got to have her on too.
Yes, definitely have to have them on. That you know, the most amazing thing that I took from that is all the knowledge and everything that people are doing. You know, even though our podcast, that's what we try to do, bring people that are
Awareness.
doing stuff
Yeah.
around Waterbury and surrounding towns. But there was so much knowledge.
Yes. And
So
to
many
see
stories.
All of those women, it's like you just
Yes.
feel the power. You're like, girl
Right.
power. We
Right.
do it.
Yes, we do it.
We
For
do it.
real. For real.
Definitely we do. And you know what I loved about it? It wasn't about color and it wasn't about age.
Nope.
Mm.
Nope.
You know,
Not
we were
at
in
all.
the room. We were in the room. So
And I didn't know that she was going to have other people outside of Waterbury.
I love that, though. I said the same
I love
thing.
that she's
Yes.
out there looking not just for
Within
Waterburyans,
us,
but
right.
she's looking
Exactly.
for women.
Women, period.
Yeah,
Yep,
because there were people. Well, there were
Yeah.
some people from New Jersey,
Rhode
I think.
Island,
Yes,
Pennsylvania.
There were, yes,
Yeah.
Wow.
people came and they
Yeah.
represented.
It was
Nice.
amazing.
Yeah,
Nice.
she did a great job.
Sorry,
Yep.
I missed it.
You-
It's all right.
Yep.
It's all
Next
right.
year.
I hear they do it every year. Yeah.
Yeah, they
This
do
was
it
my
every year.
first time though.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too.
I
But I'm
enjoyed it.
glad that I went.
Yeah.
I really am. So it was a wonderful time. Good
Yeah.
people, good conversations, and that's what matters.
Yes, yes. Awesome,
Yep.
awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why we here, right?
Exactly.
That's why we here. And that's another reason why we have Miss Lisa on.
Yes.
Because the women are out here doing the thing, right? Doing the
All
thing.
the things.
All the
Yes.
things. And at all different ages. But what I really love is we're all of a certain age, right? We're in that middle age stage still doing it. And bringing other women together. So that sisterhood, that camaraderie, that loving on each other, all of those things. And one, I'm a quote Karen, I always quote Karen Hines, doing life together.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
That's doing life together. I mean, if you have your girlfriends from childhood, like Tracy and I go back as toddlers, and having that doing life together, but then still, even at this age, you they say I keep quoting Karen Hines. Karen, I'm just letting you know. I keep quoting you.
That's a good
One of
thing.
the things that she says is, when people in your life, I say when people in your life are they're in your life for reasons and seasons. You don't
Yes.
know for how long. You don't know for what, right? And what she says is, who's on your bus? Do you need a new bus? Do you need to kick them off your bus? Do you need to bring new people on your bus?
Okay.
And so I love watching all of these things and being a part of it when you're bringing women together, and just in that, for that reason.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, they had a booth at the event.
Yes.
Renew. Yeah,
She did.
Renew.
Oh, I didn't even
That's
go
Karen
over.
Hines.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
her. That's
I
her.
did see it.
Yep.
But I didn't go over and introduce myself.
Okay, so yeah, her sister and later those two. We won't get into that, but we're gonna have
Yeah.
them on too.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what everybody is doing.
Right. Right.
Because the world don't care nothing about us individually. They don't
No.
care nothing about family. They don't care nothing about it. But anyway, okay.
Yeah.
So we already started the conversation, but we gotta
We
do
need to
our
go back and do
breathing
yes.
and our devotional.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So this is what we do. I'm going to put a drop on your hand. Is there anything in there? Okay, that should be enough. Yep. And then you're going to rub your hands together.
Okay.
And you make your feet flat.
Smells so good.
Sit straight up. And what this does, we do a deep breathing. It only takes a few seconds. And it brings us focus, because you see how we were just talking all fast and all that. This calms us down.
Okay.
And
this smells
also you breathe in the intent for this conversation. What is it that you want from it? What do you expect from it? And also, when we exhale, you're going to exhale all that doesn't serve you. Okay? So we're going to inhale. We're going to do it 3 times. You might get a little lightheaded, but that's okay. It's bringing oxygen to the brain. And when we inhale, we're going to inhale for 4 seconds and hold it for 4 seconds, and then exhale for 5 to 6 seconds.
Gotcha.
All right, let's do it. And it's important to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth.
Gotcha.
And if you are a person that suffer from respiratory issues or anything like that, bring your elbows up, expand your lungs, and gives you a deeper breath. All right,
Okay.
let's do it.
Moving right along, I am
Yes.
going to read from Jesus' Calling. Today is March 29th already.
Girl.
Thankful and grateful, but we are moving right along.
Mm-hmm.
It says, stop trying to work things out before their time has come. Accept the limitations of living one day at a time. When something comes to your attention, ask me whether or not it is part of today's agenda. If it isn't, release it into my care and go on about today's duties. When you follow this practice, there will be a beautiful simplicity about your life, a time for everything and everything in its time. A life lived to me is not complicated or cluttered. When your focus is on my presence, many things that once troubled you lose their power over you. Though the world around you is messy and confusing, remember that I have overcome the world. I have told you these things I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace.
I love
Amen.
that.
Yes.
Amen.
I love
Yes.
that.
Wow, that's right on. It's always,
Always
right on
on
time.
time.
It is
It is.
always right
It
on
is.
time.
It's his time.
Then that's what we have to remember. We always think it's about us. And I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do that today.
Nope.
There's a bigger power.
There's a bigger power.
Always.
Yes.
Working for our greater good.
That's it. That's it.
Always. All right.
Well, well, well.
Yes.
Miss Lisa Williams. Yes.
I love it.
Listen. Okay, Lisa.
Yes.
I have your bio up. But before we get into that, I just wanted to say thank you again for coming on.
Yes.
And we could tell the people a little bit how we met. And I believe it's through Powering Your Body first that transformed into 40 plus, or was it 40 plus?
No, I think it was Powering Your Body.
Powering Your Body,
Yep.
and then we transfer over to, and it's just been a wonderful relationship ever since.
You became my Trey Ray.
Right.
Trey Ray.
That's my Trey Ray. Nobody
yeah.
else called
She
her.
says,
That's
"That's
my
my
Trey Ray."
Yes.
That's mine.
I love it. I love it. And I just think you have such a beautiful spirit and a
Yes.
beautiful
Yeah.
person.
Absolutely.
And was just drawn from you from day one. My niece was too, Sadie. She said, she's beautiful. I said,
I remember her.
tell
Yes.
her, not me. No.
I was like, oh my God, thank
yes.
you.
Yes. So we thank you for coming, and we are here to talk about sisters in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And a plethora of other things, because when I look at your bio,
What?
and I do apologize, there's a lot going on here.
There's a
and
whole lot.
And I want you, I'm just going to touch upon.
Okay.
I'm not going to read the whole thing.
Okay.
And the reason I'm not going to read the whole thing, because I want you to talk about it.
Okay.
It says that you're founder, CEO, chairwoman of Sisters in Spirit. You're a victim advocate, mental health therapist, certified domestic violence, sexual assault counselor, certified interdisciplinary doula. It says, since childhood, you have embodied the spirit of advocacy, from advocating and standing in the gap of others, marching for women's rights and leading their voice to social justice causes. Your lifelong dedication is empowering, uplifting, and naturally evolved into 26 professional career in victim services, mental health, and community advocacy. That's a lot. I said a whole
When I
mouthful.
look at it, I'm like, ooh, that's a lot. That's
You's
me.
a bad mamma jamma.
Yep. Shut your mouth.
Girl.
You are.
When you put it on paper, it's like, woo. Who that? Who that girl?
Who that girl?
That's you.
That's you.
Lisa.
That's you.
So do tell us,
Yes.
what brought this about? to-
Advocacy
Yes.
or
Yep.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
the whole thing?
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell us, who are you?
Yeah. Tell us your story. Yeah. Who are you?
Give us your story.
From the boogie down,
Okay.
born and
Okay.
raised. Grew up large family. Grandmother had 13 kids.
Mm.
I stopped counting after 100 in terms of grandkids. No, literally, I stopped counting after
Wow.
100.
Wow.
I stopped. So definitely 100 plus grands.
You and the
Just
hunters
grands.
are in.
Wait a minute, just
Because I think
grands.
the
Grands.
hunters are like that too. Rhonda,
Yeah.
Paula, and them.
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
so-
even know how many great grands. I stopped counting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So definitely a large family. So always people around. But we grew up watching her be of service.
Mm.
If I had to just comprise her life into one sentence, she was of service.
Okay.
And so watching that, her house, our house, because
Mhm.
I didn't live there, but I always stay there because you want to be with
That's
the
your
action.
grandma.
You want to be
Right.
where the action's
Yeah,
at. That's where
yeah.
everybody was at. You know,
Right.
I'm the only girl, so it was just me and my brother for a while. But grew up there and just watching everybody come through her house.
Okay.
If you needed a place to stay, you got in where you fit in.
Right.
It was not
That's it.
surprising to come in and see
Yeah.
somebody laying on a coffee table.
Right.
Right.
On the coffee table.
Right.
I thought
Literally.
you was gonna say something else.
No, literally.
Right, right.
Bathtub, coffee table,
Wherever you
recliner.
could find
You
a
got
space.
in
Yeah.
where you could fit
Yeah.
in.
You were
And
safe.
it was always a safe place. I don't think there's many people in our old neighborhood coming up in the Bronx that can say they didn't come through. We called her Ma.
Okay.
Mhm.
They didn't come through Ma's house. And so watching that, how could you not be
Right.
of service, right?
Right,
You know,
right.
she raised everybody.
Yeah.
And then my mom became a foster parent. So watching that, her giving back in that way, transitioned to me. I ended up moving here 28 years ago. I moved to Waterbury. So I claim Waterbury now.
Okay.
So, yes.
And we want you here.
Absolutely,
So
because
thank
you're doing
you.
big things here too.
Yes.
But I just came
But
outside.
you've connected. Oh,
I'm recently coming out. I just worked
okay.
and went home.
Okay.
That was all I did. And raised my daughter.
Yeah.
And so I was always on the mommy scene, but not on the community scene. So I didn't know a lot.
Nobody. Okay.
But as the years went on, after I finished school, and I was like, all right, it's time for me to be outside. I need to
Yeah.
see some things. And I went to my first sisthas.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And I brought my mom. My mom came up, my dad. We were all out there. We were having a good time. And then these ladies came up, and they were dancing. I was like, oh, I want to do that. And they looked like they were my age. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, I could do that. Look
Right.
at these ladies.
Right. Right.
And that's where it started. I
Okay.
showed up at line dancing with Paula
Mm-hmm.
for the first time by myself. I didn't know nobody in that room. Nobody. And this is about maybe 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
And that was it. That started me being outside.
Really?
Nice.
And it led to, oh, well, we do this on Mondays and we do this on
Right.
Tuesdays. And that's how it led
Open
to
up some
Powering
other
Your
doors.
Body,
Yeah.
Girl Track. And so all those doors were opened and that was it.
And the rest is history.
The rest
It's
is
history.
history.
I'm outside now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. I'm glad you came
I was getting ready to
outside.
say, yeah, we appreciate you being outside.
Yes.
I love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving the group of women that I've been exposed to. Powerful, beautiful women such as yourself. I knew you behind the scenes from hair.
Okay.
And you had
okay.
did my hair way back in the
I
day. Girl, when I had hair.
Okay.
This was when I
That's a
had hair.
long
This is
time
when I
ago,
even
too.
wanted hair still.
Okay.
But yeah, if you know me now, you know I'm
Yeah,
bald.
yeah.
By choice.
Yeah, yeah.
And love it. But when
And
I
it
did
looks
have
beautiful.
hair. Thank you. But when I did, that was how I met you. And but then new path.
Path.
That came about. I got involved with that and the co-op, and so yeah.
Oh,
Once
the
I came
rest-
outside, I came
yes.
outside, girl.
You did.
Yeah, you
That's
sure
it.
did.
I want to know everything, everything and everybody. What you
right.
doing?
What you doing?
I want to
Yes.
know too.
Yes.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's me. But
That's a
I started
testament.
working. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's a
started
testament.
working with the community, but I didn't know anybody. So, and I think that was a good thing because I was serving
Absolutely.
the community and in a way where I didn't want to know them personally.
Right.
So I think it was everything in its time.
In due time.
Exactly.
So at that time, I was working at Safe Haven when I first came in. So that started my career in counseling. And I was there for about a good maybe 6-7 years. And from there, I went on to the Morris Foundation. And from there, I went on to WellPath. And then I started working for the state. So in every role, it's always been me serving.
Serving. Okay.
So yeah.
Come closer to the mic.
Helping.
Oh, so sorry. Yes.
Helping others.
Yes.
Like you said, you got it from your grandma and you just never, that hooked onto you and it's just stuck.
Yep. Took off from there.
Yeah, because everything that I talked about, what you do is that you giving back.
Yeah.
You helping others, making sure they're educated, making sure they're getting the needs,
Yeah.
you know, things that they need.
Standing in the gap.
Yes.
Standing in the gap.
Yes. How has that been though? Like, I know it's not easy. I don't think anybody could ever say they get up and their job is easy. So I know it's a rocky road, but you love it. The passion is there. The giving back. How has that been for you mentally though?
It's fulfilling.
Okay.
So it makes me happy. That's my happy place. You know, being of service is one of my love languages.
Yes.
And I just love to see other people smile. And to know that I had something to do with
Do
that.
it.
Right.
Okay.
So it, you know, they're like, oh, thank you. I'm like, no, thank you. Thank
Right.
you for allowing me
Right.
to do that.
Right, right.
So it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people have to be open and willing too at the same time. And I'm pretty sure it's not easy because if I'm going through something and I don't know you, I don't know that I want to come in
Right.
and just release. But then
then
again, your spirit
you just
allow
took the
me
words
to do
right
that.
out my
You know what
mouth.
I mean?
You took 'em
you
right
may
out
be
my
that
mouth.
person, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I feel
Because
like
that
God
makes
uses me in that way.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
to say that makes
Yeah.
a big difference.
Right.
When attraction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Spirits attract spirits, good spirits, right?
I believe that.
Attract good spirits. And so that's why it's easy for you to just move about the way you do.
Yeah.
And everybody, like you said, I didn't know anybody going into, and everybody knows you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't know you, but they know you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that's because of your spirit. because when you walk in the room, you light up the room.
Thank you.
You know, you light up a room, and then she's always smiling.
Yes.
So you know,
Can't help
even
it.
you all, but that's
No,
a
that's
good
a good thing.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
and that shows how it's just natural for you. It's natural for you. So when you started it, like you said, it gives you joy.
Yeah.
Right. It gives you joy to help people. And did you always basically deal with women, or was it just families, or it didn't matter?
The first thing I can probably grasp where was community based. I was an intern for an agency in New York called the Rainbow Lobby. And back then, it was in the 90s. It was at the time of civil unrest in Zimbabwe, Zaire. And we were fighting for, I didn't even know anything. I was in high school, I didn't know. But I was learning. That was part of the process, and learning about other countries and what they were going through. And so it was an advocacy group. And that was my first time doing it outside.
Okay.
You know, other than, just in my personal life or friends. I was always in somebody's business. If you was bullying somebody, I'm like, no.
Right.
You want to fight me.
I'm the same
Don't fight
way.
her. Don't
Oh,
know.
my
You already
goodness.
know she's not going to fight you. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
So,
yeah.
so in that way. But in terms of community, that's where it started, at the Rainbow Lobby, when I was probably about 16, 17.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. That's awesome, though. And like I said, you have that spirit. You have that welcome,
I try.
that brings people in.
And my mom says, she said, you'll talk to a lamppost. I would.
Yeah. And it don't have to talk back, as long as you're helping it
exactly.
straighten up.
And it's like, I don't know. It's like I wear it on my hat. I would sit on a plane. I'll sit on a train. And people would just start talking to me, telling me their whole life story. And I'm like, are you really telling me all this?
But that's who you are.
Right.
Yeah.
So when did it turn into trauma advocacy? Because a lot of times when you meet people that are in this field, they've experienced some things. You know what I mean? Usually that's it, but it doesn't sound like that's
That's
it.
what brought me to DV.
Okay.
So, usually they say if you've been a victim or even a secondary victim of, you either go here or here. You're either going to maybe become a victim yourself, or you're going to become an advocate. And watching it growing up all through my life, in all the relationships that I was privy to, definitely, I was not going to be a victim.
Right.
I'm like,
right.
that's not going to
That
happen.
ain't
If I
it.
even thought you were coming with that.
Yeah.
So it
Bye.
turned me into that.
Okay.
And then, so when it came time to start doing that type of advocacy and counseling, it came natural.
Okay.
It was lived experience. Again, secondary, but still lived. And that's what started in terms of that. But then I was in school to teach. I thought I was going to be a teacher.
Okay.
Well, because growing up, especially in the Bronx, in those New York City schools, all we heard was either you're going to be a teacher, a lawyer, or a doctor.
Okay. That's good.
Nothing in between.
Nothing in between.
So if you fell in between, I didn't want to do it. Well, then what am I going to do with my life?
Right.
So it's like, this is what you're pouring into us? So, of course, I bought in, and I thought I was going to be a teacher because I didn't want to go to school long enough to be a lawyer.
Right.
Even though my grandmother said I should have been a lawyer because I talked so much. But I said, okay.
But you're still advocating for people?
Yes. I was like,
Right.
okay, teaching. I could do that.
Yeah.
And so all my undergrad was teaching. I thought I was going to do early elementary. Became a permanent sub here in Waterbury at Kennedy High School. I was only one of 2 black teachers in the school at the time. So, of course, our black and brown children didn't have anybody else. They started calling me auntie. I was like, stop telling people I'm your aunt. But looking back, I
You
know why.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it in that moment,
Right.
but I understand now. And I remember I had a group of girls, and they were they're talking to me. They're like, "Yeah, Miss Lisa and such," and we went to a party, and I'm like, "Listen, if y'all ever out, do not be drinking and driving. Like telling them,
Just don't
do that.
Yeah.
Call
The things
me.
that were told to us.
Yes.
As you know what I mean? Because
Right.
these kids don't have a clue, and they're getting caught out
And they
out
didn't
there,
have
and they don't,
anybody.
And they didn't have anybody, and they also don't have the survival skills.
Hello.
They don't have the survival
They didn't
skills.
grow up the way we grew up. I was
Not at
taking
all.
the train at 7.
Right.
We were taking the bus at 7, 8,
Okay.
10 years old.
Now, no.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't even, they don't even let the kids play in the front yard.
No,
They don't.
Definitely don't have the
Because
same
they don't
type
have
of
the
skills.
survival
Nope.
skills.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
So I got in trouble, basically, for doing that.
Right.
Got called into the principal's office.
Because never mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down
That's
the rabbit hole
That's
with that.
another whole
Yeah.
episode.
Basically, it was you need to stay in your lane
Yeah,
type
basically.
conversation.
Yeah.
And, me,
Like-
I'm passionate, so the secretary heard us. And we were loud. I was loud.
Mm-hmm.
I was not happy.
Right.
And so I walked out of his office, and I'm about to go back to class, and
Frustrated.
she's like, no, come sit with me. Don't go yet. Don't go like this.
Right.
And she was like, maybe you need to look into doing what I'm doing. I was like, well, what you do? Because I see you sitting here. What do you mean? You know what I mean?
Don't look like you doing
what
that.
you do? And I never forget, her name was Dana Owens. Awesome.
Oh, I think I know her.
And she's
That name
like,
sounds
I'm
familiar.
in school for counseling. I was like, counseling? I was like, you don't have to be a psychiatrist for that? She's like, no. I was like, huh.
See?
Nobody ever told me
Right.
Yeah.
I can do that type of work, but I don't have to do that much schooling.
Right.
Because I don't want to prescribe. I just
Right,
want to
me
be
either.
there for the
Yeah.
people. Who knew?
Who knew?
So long story short, I applied to Bridgeport Counseling, and I ended up getting my master's in community counseling.
Nice.
And that's what started it from there.
Nice.
Everything else came into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything just fell in place.
Right.
I have a question
Yes.
off the subject of what we're on, doula. What took you down that road?
Well, so
Wait,
Kind of
first,
still helping people though, but
Yes.
yeah,
Def-
but
Definitely
first,
part of that.
explain what a doula,
What a doula
is for
is.
those that may not know.
right.
a doula is someone there for birthing people who are there emotionally, physically, and advocacy, and we're their support system. We do pretty much everything but put our hands on in
Okay.
terms of all that.
Yeah.
No, that's the midwife's job. So we are counterparts to midwives, but we just don't do the hands-on physical stuff. But the emotional part, the physical part, in terms of helping them with their breathing, walking, helping them through the process of birth. I just had my first one last month.
Oh,
Amazing.
nice.
I'll tell you about that.
Yes.
But that's what we do. We're there for support. And oftentimes we find that having us in those spaces, because we used to be in those spaces all the time.
All the time, because guess what? Nobody cared about us, so we created those spaces.
And then they took it from
How about
us.
that?
Right.
Then they took
And
it.
then they want to, yeah.
They wanted to prophesize
Yeah.
it, and they had to get some money off of it. And
Yeah,
so then
this is what they
Now
did.
now you need to do this, and now you need to become a nurse. And
No,
now
you don't. Go.
So that's what we're doing. I was there for 2 births before I ever became a doula. I was there for my mom's last 2 births.
Oh.
And it was so crazy because I took her to the hospital for the first one, and I was too young to go into the room. So they're like, okay, no, you can't come in, whatever. So, okay, fine, the double doors closed. I'm sitting out there in the waiting area, and I hear somebody screaming and moaning. And I'm like, that sounds like my mom. And it was close. So I'm like, what the heck? So somebody came out. So it's like, those double doors. So when they opened,
You went
You
in.
went
I slid in, and she was on the table
By
in
herself.
the hallway, nurse's station all the way down there,
and they doing that.
and she's in labor. And I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
And the baby's coming. So now here I am advocating for my mom. So once you got me in there, you wasn't getting me out.
Exactly.
And the doctor's like, excuse you, because I was all up in it,
Right.
in his way. And he's like, yeah. So anyway, I was there for the birth of one of my brothers. And so that was the first birth that I saw. It was amazing.
Nice.
I was only 17.
I would have probably threw up.
Listen, I did it twice and wouldn't even look.
Okay.
They're like, you want to look? I said, look.
I
They
was
said, "Ooh,
all
no
up
way."
in there, girl.
Well, with Shy, I had her natural.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I had
that's a
Timothy
whole
natural,
different.
too.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
whole
That's
different story.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with no advocacy. I was just like no and no every time
Really?
they asked me because I had trauma with Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
you learned.
Yeah.
You knew.
Oh, I knew my rights after I had Kyle.
And so
I didn't know
many
my
of us
rights.
don't.
Right.
So many of
Yeah.
us don't. We go in there and it's,
You just do what they
Whatever
because
the
they
doctor
scared
says.
you. Yeah.
and they're bullies.
It's
They're
routine.
bullies.
It's routine.
Real bullies.
And so that was the first one. And then the second one, my mom and I were pregnant together.
Oh.
Really?
Yes. My daughter and my youngest brother is 6 months to the day apart.
What?
So when she was giving birth, I'm out here, and I get her. At the time, birthing centers were popping up in the Bronx
Okay.
all over, and we were like, okay, we wanted to do that, and so we had midwives, and we went, got her to the birthing center. Long story short, she hemorrhaged. I had never seen so much blood in my life. So long story short, they ended up having to take her to the hospital. I took my brother home.
Oh, wow.
He was
Okay.
fine, so they let me
Yeah,
take
yeah,
him
yeah.
home. and she went to the hospital, and she was in the hospital for a while, and I was taking care of him. My grandmother came over, and so we're doing the thing. She comes home, and we didn't know. I'd never had a name for postpartum depression. We didn't know what that looked, but she was dealing with that. And while my grandmother recognized it, she didn't have a name for it either.
Right.
But it was, all right, girl, listen, you better snap out of this. You got baby, you got kids to take care of. Because I had other brothers too.
Okay.
And you better, get it together. And I'm like, all right, Mom, come on, because I got to go back to work.
And I'm pregnant too.
Hello. And so it was that and that experience, but then now learning what now on the back end, what all that is.
Right.
Fast forward to we're here in Orlando, and BTS is giving a program at the Hut.
Okay.
At the park.
Yep.
And we had, I forgot her name, but she came on and she was talking to us about being a doula. And that she was the only doula of color in this
Waterbury.
region.
Yeah.
No, region.
Oh, in the region.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I said region. That's large.
I think I know what you're talking about.
We comprise a big area.
Yeah.
And how are you the only one?
Right.
I was like, oh no. I was like, no, we got to do something about that. So again, seeing a need.
And filling the gap.
Filling in the gap.
There you go.
And when I put it out there in the atmosphere.
That's the name of this episode.
There you go. Filling in the gap. Somebody heard me, and that somebody, BTS, heard me, and they were like, okay, you're going to be our next doula. I'm like, from your mouth to God's ears.
Absolutely. And here we are.
And they sponsored me.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So does that mean you're the second one in the region? Because I
So
remember
now
that
we
'cause
have
the
5.
lady was. So we do have 5 now. Because I remember when they did Day 43.
Yes.
That young lady spoke there and said then
Yes.
she was the only one.
Yes.
So now we have 5.
Now we have
women
5.
of color.
Women of color.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Yeah,
'Cause there
5 of
are-
us came through ENT. So ENT is Earth's Natural Touch. They are the only certifying agency in Connecticut for doulas.
So now my daughter had a doula.
Uh-huh.
And she's in the Middletown area.
Okay.
So when she sought out when she was pregnant, she looked specifically for a doula. She went to a midwifery practice. And
I know what that looks like.
yeah, it's so, but she did find a doula, and she was amazing. That doula was amazing. I know you had to pay out of pocket, so now will the insurance take care of some of the services, or?
So now that they are certifying doulas and ENT advocated for that, like Sayana is our midwife. I call her my midwife. But she was our instructor. They really are heavy
Advocating,
on the front in terms of getting us our just due, making sure we're in these spaces and being compensated.
Right.
So now, because we're certified, we can get paid through the state.
Okay.
So now your insurance Husky, if you have Husky, you can.
Nice.
Private insurance would be a little bit different if they
I
want
think,
to. Some of them do. Not all of them don't.
Exactly.
Not all of them do.
But now, if you have Husky Medicaid, you can seek us out.
That's awesome.
I love. This is why I love what we do.
Right.
Because I didn't know that. And I'm pretty sure with you even making the mention of they can get it covered through Husky.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Right.
And then people don't know about doulas.
Right.
And understand, you could be a doula. You can say, okay, I'm going to be there for a birth, and now I'm a doula. But are you a certified doula?
Right.
Okay.
That makes a difference.
So there's a big difference. So now we're certified. We can actually accept those insurances. We accept private pay as well. But that's where we are now.
Also, too, if you don't know already, the HSA and the FSA cards.
Yes.
You probably qualify for that too. You know,
I didn't even think about
for
that.
wellness care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
A little more about it, and we can move on. But how long is the schooling?
It is. We did accelerated, so ours was 9 months. So double that. I think it's 18 months for if you're going to do the weekly program. But we did the accelerated because they wasn't playing. They wanted to get us through there.
Yeah.
And they did.
And you did it.
Yeah, we did it. It was intense.
Right. I was going to say, give us just a little bit about that, because you, like you said, you're there for their mental space, and also what else? Well, I mean, what else do they? Because why am I tongue twisted? What other things does a doula do? You said you're there to advocate for them. You're there for,
Well, to help them advocate.
To help them. Okay.
So I'm going to help you. I'm going to educate you.
Okay.
On what
your rights. Right.
And what it is you can say no.
Yeah.
And you can ask questions, and you have the right to be told, informed consent.
Exactly.
To be told what's about to be done to you before you say yes. You don't have to agree with everything these people say.
Right.
But also educating our women so that they know what the alternatives are.
Right.
And
that makes sense.
So when they get in these spaces, they don't have to just say, okay, well, the doctor said.
Right. Because that's what happens.
However, my doula said.
Right.
Or I learned X, Y, Z, and what about this?
Right.
What about that? And
now, do you go to doctor's appointments?
We can.
Okay.
If you want us to come, we can.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, not speaking for you.
Right.
Helping you,
navigate through it.
Didn't you, doctor? Come here for a second. Didn't you just tell me that you didn't want a C-section?
Right.
But I hear them talking about a planned C-section. Okay, start asking some questions. And then the other thing too, even like in my experience, where I told my doctor, I said no and no. And he goes, well, you should have, because I didn't do none of those extra tests or none of that when I had my daughter, none of it. Good.
And he was upset. And I looked at him and I said, we're not doing it. He says, yeah, but we want to know. I said, if anything is wrong, quote unquote, with my child, I'm going home with my child.
Hello.
As long as my child's alive. I said, so it doesn't matter. I don't want to know if there's some precursors or if it says, that, I don't know, Down syndrome or whatever.
Right.
No.
It doesn't matter.
No and no. And my daughter will be 35 in her next birthday. That's how long ago this was.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because it does come to knowing your rights, and I'm like you, like intuitive with, nah, that don't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That don't feel right. Yeah. So let me find out. And I had no one to guide me. No one.
Wow. But at least you knew enough.
Right.
To say no.
Because I was that person where you couldn't.
But there's some people who are just like, no voice, and they walk in and they're like, okay. Right. Or they're scared. Think about our young girl. You don't even have to be young.
You don't have to be young.
Just not knowing.
Right. Especially because if it's your first pregnancy or any pregnancy, because every pregnancy is different, but if it's your first pregnancy and you're excited and then you get into the doctor's office and they go, well, like with my daughter, I think, even though she's like her mother, but because I kept saying to her, Cheyenne, just know this. I went through this with you. You know what I mean? Just know. Important. And even with the midwifery practice that she went to, it was so clinical, Really? So I'm like, why does she have to answer all of the, like the intake form was ridiculous. All the tests they want her to take was ridiculous. And I said, how is this midwifery? You know what I mean? This doesn't make sense to me. And then I kept saying to her, Cheyenne, listen to me. You can say no. Now, if you want me to come in here and you say, listen, my mama could talk for me.
Exactly.
You can do that. You know what I mean? And so she did end up having a C-section. But we're going to pray on her body. But still at the same time, it was what's the word I want to use? Systemic. That's the word I want to use.
There you go.
Right? The system. Still.
You saw it at play.
Absolutely.
And it's so blatant.
It's
blatant
because they think
with it
no, not at all.
They don't have to be.
They don't
have to be. Because they've made it where this is where you have to come. This is where you need to be.
Or
this is what
the
we're
insurance
doing.
is not going to pay. Or the insurance is not going to pay.
Yep.
So it was still frightening.
Yeah.
And she still ended up having a C-section. And I wasn't there. And that's just during COVID. So we couldn't even go into the hospital. That's where they were really getting people too. But that's all right. We can keep this conversation going.
Did
but
you
we
know
won't.
at the time that I heard them speaking at the hut when we were there, I didn't even know this. We had the highest infant mortality rate.
Yeah.
I
had that conversation with Althea.
I said, who knew? Althea is a beast.
Isn't she a beast?
She's a beast.
Oh, my goodness. And I keep saying, Althea, we need you on here.
Yes.
She is a beast.
And every time I would see her, she'd be like, that's our next doula. And then she just kept putting it out there.
Yeah. I love her. Love
she's
her.
She's my doula godmother.
Yes, right. Because she advocates, like, for in that gap.
Day 43 is huge. I love what they're doing. I love what they stand for. I just love BTS itself, Bridge to Success, is out here making sure that that gap is filled for Black and brown women. We just had a diaper drive the other day, and so yeah, I'm going to see my first certified doula born today, and I get to bring him some diapers because BTS had this diaper drive, and when I went over there, they were like, "Here, take this." So I'm going to be bringing him some diapers today.
Nice.
So I'm excited.
So you go into the hospital when they're giving delivery?
I was right there, girl.
Do you get resistance from?
No.
Okay.
No, that's another thing that Bridge to Success ENT is actually helping also with to make sure that we are invited to these spaces.
Okay.
So when part of my class, we had to introduce ourselves to area hospitals. So in that process, I met, I got to speak to the labor and delivery head nurses, got familiar with them, and they're like, "Oh, we need you."
Nice.
They're like, "When are you coming? Like, when are y'all finished with school?" Like,
Yeah.
So we were invited, and it's collaborative. I have to say, we were at this particular birth was at St. Mary's. They were amazing. They were amazing.
And
that's good to hear.
Because what I noticed when my daughter was going through her, it was what's my birthing plan. So the doula is part of the birthing plan, and so when that is on paper,
we develop that with the family or with the birthing person, and I let them know it could be a plan, but it can go this way or it can go, and that's where part of the education comes in. These are some of the things that can happen.
Right. Okay.
I don't ever want them to be in that space and something happens and I didn't prepare them. Right. So a lot of it is preparedness. What's my alternative? You know, if I don't do this, and asking the doctor, okay, so if I don't do this, but if I do this, give me some more feedback on that. And talking things out. You don't have to do exactly what they say. And it may not go exactly as you plan. Right. But
you have options.
You have options, and then, you know.
Right. And then do you educate them on the right to switch doctors if they don't feel comfortable?
Absolutely.
Because that's the thing, too.
Absolutely, you should.
Yeah, because they feel like sometimes they go, well, he's my doctor, or my mother told me to go to him, or my mother told me to go to her, or whatever, and then they get in there
married
and
to nobody who don't make me feel good.
Exactly. If I don't feel good, because I always say go with your gut. If your gut don't feel good, it's telling you the truth. It's like, get out of there, and you don't have to stay.
And I've met plenty of women who, because we go to all these seminars and stuff, and it's so empowering to hear that they did do just that. Okay. I didn't like the way they treated me. I didn't like that I felt like just a number. Right. I was just in and out, and I wasn't heard. Right. And that's often the case with us. Yeah. You're not listening. I know my body. Right. I know what's going on. Look at what happened to Serena Williams.
I was just about to say, yeah.
And she's Serena Williams.
And she's Serena Williams. Right. It don't matter.
So it
how
doesn't
much money you have or the status you have.
But she knew her body.
Period.
And these people still did not want to listen to her.
And that's where,
So imagine us.
Right. Little old us.
And look, listen, we all have our own experiences at one time or another. But being able to really make sure that women know that you can say no. You can say no with no repercussions, and you can ask questions, absolutely. And just because they said so doesn't mean so.
Exactly. Exactly. Right.
That's
awesome.
Yeah,
awesome information.
Yeah,
exactly.
So that's part of what we do. And
so guess what we're rolling into right now?
What are we rolling into, girl?
Sisters in Spirit.
Sisters in Spirit.
Yes.
So my baby.
Yes. How did that come along?
My baby was born last year. Officially, she lived in my head for a long time.
Okay.
I just didn't know how to execute it. I didn't know what I was being called to do with it. So I had the name, and I'm like, okay, I'm everybody's sister because I got 6 brothers. So all I hear is sis, 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 sis.
Right.
That's all I hear. So that came natural. Okay, but now I want to reach out to my sisters. I want to give other women what I've received from my sisters. Yeah. Because I have some amazing women
we do too.
who I can stand on and say, they help
Yes.
to make
No
me.
matter what.
No matter what.
matter what.
No matter how many miles, no matter the distance.
Exactly.
They
you
are
don't have
there.
to talk to them every
Exactly.
day.
Nope. But our
Just-
catch up sessions.
Yes. Like it was yesterday.
Hours.
Yeah.
Hours long.
Absolutely.
And we do it, and then life be life, and then we, continue
Yep.
on into the next catch up.
Yeah.
Or the next thing happens, and it's like, sis, I need you.
I need you. Yep.
No
You didn't even
questions
gotta
asked.
ask.
Yep. Yep.
You don't even have, just tell me what's going on. I'm there,
That's it.
and that's
it.
and that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I wanted.
There's a lot of
other
women that don't have it. There's a lot of women that don't have it.
Boom.
And Tracy and I talk about that all the time because, we think we're unique and fabulous.
Hello.
As we are.
Right? And having that, you don't necessarily have to grow up with somebody to have that type of relationship because people will say, yeah, but y'all grew up together. No, it's not that. I have girlfriends, put it this way, I have new girlfriends, and new girlfriends means 10 years or less, right? Or 10 years or less. That's a new girlfriend,
Right, because the old ones.
Yeah, it's 40
that's
years,
family.
50 years.
Yeah.
We already 50 years, over 50 years in.
There you go.
And, but that's the thing and then I feel for the younger generation that don't have the village. If we think about, my kids are in their 30s, so I think their generation, 30 and up rather,
Yeah.
not 30 and under, 30 and up, or maybe not even 30, because the 30-year-olds are like, what y'all doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't get
My
it.
daughter will say to me often, Mom, I wish I had friendships like that. These girls are not built like that. They're not loyal. They're not, they don't do what y'all do, what y'all did.
She got to put herself in. Look, she got to hang with her mama, right?
That part.
Because that's what happens. You know what I mean?
So
And
that's where we're showing.
yeah,
So
you
when
have
we
to.
get our younger ones who show up to our events, it's like, yes, you're seeing what this looks like.
Right.
And no, like you said, I didn't have to know you for umpteen years.
Nope.
It's now in the present. We're connected spiritually.
Yes.
And that's where spirit came.
Yes,
That was the spirit part.
Because the last
Yeah.
brunch you did,
Yes.
one of the young ladies brought her daughter.
Yes.
Which
and
was-
so it was so
yeah.
good to see
And
her
she
there.
enjoyed herself. Like she just really,
Yeah.
fit right in.
Yeah.
And
so
I see
that is
them
important.
then taking it to their group
Right.
and saying, no,
Right.
this is what my mama and them are doing, but listen, we need
We
to,
can do
We need
this.
to connect like
Yes.
this and
Yeah.
incorporating it into their lives because they
Right.
don't have it.
They don't.
They don't have it.
And then I think a lot of things too is if your daughter has it, right?
Yeah.
But her friends don't, or the people around her, I won't say her friends, her people around her don't have their mother like you or the village. I'm going to say village. They don't have that village,
Right.
right? And so it's like, it's that tug of war because they don't know it and don't understand it. So they're resistant to it.
Exactly.
And then jealousy and envy comes in. And then your daughter has to have and I'm saying your daughter as an example, has to have the wherewithal to identify that and to either get away from it or show, like, listen,
It don't have to be that way.
it don't have to be that way.
And growing up, it was that way for me.
Okay.
It was, don't trust women.
Okay.
Women are not your friends.
Oh, wow.
Women are catty.
Wow.
And, women can't get along. Those are the messages that we
Okay.
were given, that I was given. So outside of your family, no, you don't trust
You don't
women.
bring okay.
Don't bring women
And that was
around
the
you.
opposite
Don't
for
bring
us.
women around
Yeah.
your man. Like
Yeah.
we heard all these things.
Right.
And
Negative stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you grow up believing that. I never subscribed to it,
Right.
thankfully.
Right.
Because I met women who were not
Who
like
were
that.
not.
Right.
Right.
And who poured into me and who made sure I developed and was
Right.
doing, I would have sisters who were like, okay, you going a little bit too far over to the left.
Yeah, yeah.
Get on
Where
back
you-
over
where-
here.
Yeah, what you doing?
Yeah,
What you
come
doing?
on.
Those,
Let's
those
sit
are
down.
true friends
Yes,
though, because I don't want to.
absolutely.
I don't want a yes person.
Yes.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Say
And
that.
She has tapped me up. I be sitting in her chair. She be, fix your face. I be like,
You're wearing it.
Yeah.
You're wearing it, girl. You're wearing
What's
it.
happening?
But
What's happening?
you have to love and appreciate that though, because if she's always on my side and she knows I'm wrong,
It's coming from a
Is
place
that
of
true?
love.
Exactly. And as
and
long
both
as
sides.
it's coming from a place of
Yeah.
love, I
Right.
can receive it.
Right, absolutely.
Because I know it's no malice. I know you're not trying to be nasty. I know you're not trying
Right.
to hurt me.
Right.
yeah,
Give it to me.
you're trying
Yeah.
to help me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I
Yes.
don't want you sis walking out in the world looking a fool.
Right.
Let's correct this
Period.
right here
Yeah.
with me. Don't bring
Yeah.
that out there to them because you're gonna look like
Pull
a
me
jerk.
to the side and check
Yes.
me.
And that's
Yes.
it.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
And if you got a problem with me, pull
Tell
feet
me.
to the side
Right.
and talk to me.
We
Girl.
would talk about that
Girl.
earlier.
Hello, talk to me.
Yeah, we
Girl.
talk about that.
I'm very
earlier,
approachable.
yes.
I'm
Yes.
always open.
Yeah.
And I'm even open to changing. I'm
Yes.
not
That's
perfect.
it. Right.
And if I messed up, tell me I
Tell
did so
me.
I can
Okay,
apologize.
Exactly.
Yeah. I
That.
don't know what I did, but you shutting me out.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know what I did, but you ignoring me.
Yep. I've
That's
had
not
a
how that
couple of
works.
those in my life.
That's not a true friend.
Not at all.
I'm
No.
sorry.
I've had a couple of those
I'm
in my
sorry,
life
it's
where
not.
where I will cut the middleman out and go, Lisa.
Hello.
Okay. All right. What's going on? Did I do something? I'll say that quick. Did I do
Yes.
something?
What's happened?
You know what I
'Cause
mean?
I
And
feel
if
the
you're
shift.
quiet
Yeah.
and you don't answer me,
I know something's going on.
I give it that and I said, oh, okay.
Okay.
Our season is up.
There you go. And I got to respect that.
And I got to respect that. you
because
know?
that,
But
for
if-
me, is more about you than it is for me.
Absolutely. Then
And
that
so
means
I'm hands off. But here's the deal. I'm still even approachable. The door is still open for you to come back in.
The door is still open. You know, to a certain extent. I'm gonna be
You
real.
may not ever
Well, to
get
a
it the
certain
way you
extent.
had it.
It depends
Right,
on the
that's what I
person,
mean,
though.
like
But I'm
that.
It depends
still
on the
going to be
person.
there.
Yeah.
It depends on the
Yeah,
person.
but I'm still
like
gonna
if
be
it was
there.
me and Sean, me and you, we
Right.
have a relationship. I
Right.
don't want to lose that relationship.
Right.
And if we hit a rough spot and I just need time to reflect, figure it out, okay, she's reaching out and I'm just blatantly ignoring her.
Right.
Like you said, that's me. That's not her.
Right.
But why would I do that? That's my sister.
Yeah, yeah. Let me
Hello.
tell you, my co-op girls, I call them my co-op sisters, right? I say to them on a regular basis, listen, my relationship with you all is more important than this co-op.
Period.
There you go.
Is more important than this co-op. If something happens in between or something in the streets or whatever, and somebody said something and you feel that I said something or did something or whatever or stepped out of line or whatever that is.
'Cause it
I
can
need you-
happen.
Right. And you don't know what's happening.
Right.
You don't know what's happening. I need you all to know that you can come to me direct, whether in the group with us or direct, and know that my relationship with you is more important than this co-op.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, so we are together forever.
Hello.
You know what I mean? And if you got to check me, check me. Plain and simple, because I know I could do some things and say some things
Right.
sometimes
We all
where
can.
We're
you don't
human,
even,
right.
yeah, that you don't know that you stepped on somebody's toes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so I say that to them on a regular basis, and not because something happened.
Right.
Just
That's
to
just to
remind them.
remind them
Yeah.
and reinforce it. You know, because we hear stories,
Right.
Right.
of others going through whatever. And for me, my core group of people, I
You wanna
hold close
keep
to
it.
my
Yes.
chest.
Yes.
You know, then yeah, we have some new people, this and that, whatever. But my core, from babies
Yes.
on up,
Yes.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
no.
I think that's
Can't
what
touch it.
some of the younger generation may be missing too.
Yeah.
They're afraid to be honest,
honest, yeah,
open,
Vulnerable.
communication.
Yeah.
Like that's so important. That's important in a relationship no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, you grew up with somebody all your life, or like you said, you just met somebody and you're forming a relationship. You have to be open.
yeah.
You just got to be open, and you got to be receiving too. You
Yeah.
got to be
Yes.
on that receiving end.
Yes.
I got to, you know, let you come in and say what you need to say. I say what I need to say, and sometimes I don't got to say anything.
And
You
then
know,
sometimes you just say,
sometimes I
you know
just-
what, I'm sorry,
Exactly.
and we're gonna hug it
I'm
out.
gonna figure
Yeah.
it out and
Yeah.
not do it again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But if
Yeah.
I do, please let me know.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
and I think sometimes that's where people miss it. They
And-
say, "Oh, I don't want to say nothing to her because she's gonna be mad."
Right,
Or,
right.
"Oh, I don't want to mess up our." You're
Right.
messing
Nope.
up your relationship
Exactly.
now
By
You're
not
messing
saying
it up.
nothing, because the energy
Yes.
shifts.
Right? Because I'm gonna treat you differently.
The energy shifts. It absolutely shifts. And when that
And you can
energy
feel it.
shifts, you can feel it
Right.
automatically. And that's
Right.
when you go,
Hold
What's
on,
up?
something's wrong.
Exactly.
And if you let it go too long, that
it
relationship
festers.
dies.
Yeah, it does.
it does.
And you don't want to do that to your
Yeah.
true friends,
no.
to your true sisters.
Right.
And a lot of times, sometimes things need to happen to propel you to that next level.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So
Where the bus
changes,
comes in.
Exactly.
There you go.
In seasons. When your season is up, you know,
And
I mean,
sometimes I recognize I was in your life, or we were in each other's lives, but I was more there for you
then you were.
for
and
me.
I was supposed to be
Right.
right.
than you
When-
were for me.
Right. And at the same time, I know for myself, I don't take score.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't take score. And at the same time, I'm lying. because you know what? I will notice. I had a conversation with one of my girlfriend's colleagues also, and if I'm thinking about you, I'll call you, and I'll just call and say, "Hey, I'm just calling to say hey." And that's it. Nothing else. Just want to hear your voice.
Yeah.
I do that on a
Checking
regular.
in.
Right. I'm checking in. And so this person was like, you know what, Sean, we gotta. She kept going, right? I said, okay. She's like, so what are we going to do? I said, well, when I'm talking to you is when I'm calling you.
That part.
She was like, you know what? Ooh, that hurt.
But it's the truth.
Right. I said, I'm calling you. And she was like, and then I said, and I want to apologize to you because I don't keep score. But at that moment, it was like,
It was a notable fact.
It
Well,
was.
yeah, I don't even
And
think
I
that's
have to-
keeping score, though. That
No.
wasn't keeping
Okay.
score because she opened up the door and you had to walk through it. Keeping score to me is, well, Sean, I did X, Y, and Z for you.
Right.
That's
Right,
keeping
right.
score.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I did
Yeah.
this many things. And you
Exactly.
only did this many things.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
no.
keeping score.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, so and sometimes you have to think about that. And she's like, yeah,
Right.
You know what I mean? And she
And
didn't
she
take
probably-
it. She didn't take it offensively.
Right. I was
she
going
did
to say,
not.
she
She knew it
probably
was
didn't
coming from a
even
place
think
of love.
about it.
Right. And then she says, because I did something. I said, listen, I don't get offended.
Right.
I don't get offended because all of us are living.
Right.
There
Right.
you go.
And you don't know who's doing what or going through what. Or I said, but if you're going through something, you need me for anything, just know you can call me. I don't care if it's a year later.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just know it. And if I can, I will. And she's like, you know what, Sean? The crazy part is I know that about you. You know what I'm saying? And we've been friends, over 30 years. Yeah, about. Yeah. We met in the Dudley space.
There you go.
Dudley Hair Products.
Stop it.
With Train. Yes.
Oh,
we
I
met,
remember
we
that.
met in the
That's when
Dudley
I had
space.
hair.
Yes, right?
That's when I had hair.
And she's out of New Haven, has her shop in New Haven. And when I started with health and wellness, I would do classes at her shop and stuff like that. So we've known each other a long time. And then that's the thing, too, reflecting back how long you've known people.
And what all you've been through together.
Right.
Together.
And how much easier they
It
made
is.
your journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to
Yes.
know that they were there.
Absolutely.
Even if they didn't, like you said, knowing.
Right.
The fact that I know there's certain people I can go, because all my friends serve a different purpose.
Yeah,
You know
everybody.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And just knowing, though, that I have you.
Yeah. Period.
And I may not need you right now, but just, I know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's comforting.
Yeah.
And
it
so
is.
that's what Sisters in Spirit is here to serve, to know that you have a village. You have a built-in village. When I moved here, I knew two people at the time. And so that was partly why I wasn't outside.
Right, right. But what brought you to Waterbury?
At the time, I was married to my then ex-husband. I wanted to move to the DMV area. We knew that I wanted to get out of the Bronx.
Okay.
Excuse me. And I didn't want to raise my daughter in the Bronx anymore because it was just really becoming the OK Corral.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I got to do something. And a lot of my family was down in the DMV area. And I was like, okay, that's where I want to go. But his sisters lived here.
Okay.
And I was like, what the heck is a Waterbury? I had
Listen,
never even...
we strong and
Listen,
mighty.
now we on the map. Because back then, y'all was not on the map.
We was on the map. You just
You
didn't
didn't
see
know
us.
about it.
Girl,
We
You
was
just
on the
did-
map.
Waterbury was this small. You hear me? And I was like,
Waterbury
what?
used to be popping, Lisa. I'm not going to let you do that to me.
Exactly. Not at all. It was
It
always
was
popping.
popping within Waterbury, but us Bronx folks, us New York folks, I heard of Connecticut. I heard of Stanford, Bridgeport, I had never heard of Waterbury.
No.
I'm
all
just
right.
Don't
saying
do us
that
like
was
that.
my
all right,
reality.
but you here, though.
We here, and Waterbury is my
and,
home.
And have been here
Today,
for 27
Waterbury
years
is
now.
yes, Waterbury's home. And so at the time I came, he was like, well, let's move there because, you can still get back to your mom easy. And you can keep your job. And I was like, okay, well, let's do that. All right, so that's what brought me here.
Nice.
So I came here, married, got divorced here. It was not a good fit. But it was crazy because
And got married again. Don't leave that part
oh,
out.
I got married again. Yeah, that's
And you loving it.
That's
You
my
loving
husband.
it. Right,
That's
right,
your
right.
That other one was
That's-
he was a
it's all
trial.
right,
He
it's
was
all
he was a
right.
tester.
He was a tester.
He was a tester.
Trial
I had
tester.
to trial and error. So I had to go through that in order to appreciate this.
Okay.
And Lord knows I do today.
Okay.
And I tell my husband all the time, had we tried then, because I've known him since high school.
Oh, okay.
And he's been my best male friend since high school.
Ah.
So I said, if we would have tried back then,
Different
it would
story.
have
wouldn't be
never
here today.
worked. It would have. You weren't who you were by the time we came to this, and I wasn't who I was by the time we came. We needed to go through those things.
Yeah.
To look at each other and be like, hey
now. And he was always checking.
Okay.
But I was
he
just
was
like,
waiting.
I was like, nah.
You my friend.
You
No,
my friend.
We just friends.
I was like, that's incest, dude. I said, I can't kiss you. And then I kissed him.
Okay. And then it's like,
And I liked it.
All right. Well, I kissed the boy and I liked it.
You're a keeper. You're a keeper. So yeah. So then I got remarried here, and here we are. He and I, 18 years later. Yeah. But that's what brought me to Waterbury at the time.
How does someone get involved with Sisters in Spirit?
Sisters in Spirit, you can definitely ask one of our sisters who are already here, and they will connect you. We have a website, Sisters in Spirit for Life. Sisters for Spirit for Life. The number 4 is our Gmail account. That's our Gmail. But sistersinspirit.com will take you to our website, and you can officially join.
Okay.
But we also have our Facebook group. Anybody can come in, but you're not an official member until you join on our website. And, you get graduated in that way. But anybody can check us out on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah. No age limit.
No age limit.
All are welcome. All women are welcome. Okay.
Yeah. And I often
we get those questions when you see a lot of brown and black
Is
women.
Is it only for black women?
Yes. I know. I've had women, literally,
my
my white sisters will say to me, I'm not the right melanin. I'm like, girl, you got the right body parts.
But there you go.
You're a woman.
You're a woman.
Right. There you go.
Right.
So
I was getting ready to say something. I ain't had no business.
That's what Sisters is for. And
if you look at your board is
diverse.
It's
diverse.
Yeah. And it was strategically done that way because I did not want anyone to ever feel excluded.
Right.
And I wanted my board to make sure there are things happening in the Latin American community that I don't know about, but you know about, and you may need your sisters to show up.
Period.
We there.
It's
happening. Things happening in the black community. We need numbers. We're all here together, and we show up, and that's what we do. We show up for each other. So, again, to get back to when it was born, when God said yes.
There you go.
When God said yes, everything just fell into place. There was no. Me and my husband sat down and we were like, okay, let's get this copyright because we were looking for a name, and I had to put a play on the words because a lot of things were taken.
Yeah.
So
isn't that crazy?
That's how it became Sisters in Spirit. So people hear Sisters and they think it's just
only black girls.
No, it's not. Again, other words were not there. I could not, so I had to use what was available. But we did that. We got the name copywritten, and then we went on from there. We had our inaugural dinner at my house, and I told my core friends what it was about, and they bought into it instantly.
Of course.
And was like, oh, yeah,
Let's
I'm down.
do it.
I'm down. Let's do this. And that's what it's been. We've been actually showing up for we have so many groups in Waterbury.
Yes.
So many sister groups in Waterbury, and we all overlap, but we make sure that we
show up and show out.
Yeah.
We show up for them.
Right.
Yes.
And
we make sure if you're taking up a collection, somebody's in need, we're there.
Right.
We had our first breast cancer awareness this past year, and we supported St. Mary's Pink Out initiative. And so, again, filling in the gap, showing up in numbers. Also, I met so many women who said they'd never been outside of Waterbury.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I said, what now? Well, don't be surprised. I just met a few the other day that told me they'd never been to Broadway.
What?
Wow.
I've never seen a Broadway show. You what?
Wow.
But there you go. You just don't know.
So,
and see, when we grew up,
there you go.
they brought us to
They
Broadway
had bus
all
trips.
the time.
Yeah.
But
My
so
grandmother
many
was that
people
person.
were not or have not been exposed
to it. Yeah.
And so now in their big old age, we going to Broadway.
Yeah,
Nice.
We just did our first show, Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
And
I
there was
know
about
that
20
amazing.
of us.
Oh, really?
So Sisters in Spirit is
doing
growing.
things. Yes.
We got sisters in Atlanta. We got sisters in
nice.
Florida.
Nice.
We got sisters in Canada.
Okay.
We got sisters in D.C. Our sister in D.C. came and met us in New York for the show.
Okay.
She's like, I need to meet some of y'all in person.
Right.
And she came and hung out with us for the whole. It was amazing.
I bet.
So although you may not be able to get to Waterbury physically, we have a lot of online members.
Activities.
Okay.
And some activities.
And
Sometimes
so
we do that.
chapters. So are you saying these are chapters in other
So
spaces?
right now they're just members, but
Okay.
I see sisters in
chapters.
spirit
Yeah.
becoming
Absolutely.
as we grow. That's my vision.
Yeah.
And now I say we are the sorority that you didn't have to go to school to
There
join.
you go.
And that's what it was, because I wanted to pledge and I waited too long, and then I was going to pledge as a graduate, and one of my sister girls was going to be I guess what do you call them, pledgees or whatever. And when she told me what all I had to do, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
I'm
That
too
ain't
grown.
even necessary.
I'm too
right,
grown.
right.
Not doing it. No.
Right.
So
you created your own.
There you go.
You see, this is. Shut up, Sean.
There you go.
I keep telling myself shut up because
speak up.
there's some stuff that
Speak
is
up.
like, yeah, sometimes I come out of a bag, but it's all right.
Speak about it,
It's all
sis.
right. But you created your own. This is what I'm talking about.
Hello.
This is what I'm talking about. So with all the madness happening in the world,
Yes.
right? We as women, and they want to discount us or lock us out or whatever. You don't have to. So what? We're creating our own.
We got our own.
You don't have to be locked out
Hello.
to create your own. Just go ahead. So I like the way you said this is the sorority that you don't have to pledge for. Love it, love
There you
it,
go.
love it.
Your sisterhood is there waiting for you.
Yes.
When I came here, I didn't know anybody and have anybody. So now, if you tell me, oh, I'm moving to Waterbury, I don't know nobody. We got a
We
sisterhood
got it.
already waiting for you.
Absolutely.
We're here.
Absolutely. Like you said,
it.
there's a lot of women organizations here too.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of women organizations, a lot of people that are in all of them.
Yes. Me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You're in all of them. And they're all, to me, it's wellness.
Yes.
Right.
To me, it's really
It's mental health too.
pulling
Emotional
it
support.
Yeah.
Being of
Being of
support. Just
support.
support. Support is the foundation.
Yeah.
For all of us.
Yes.
For all of our organizations. That's what it is. Support.
Support.
You need this, we're there. You
Yeah.
need that, we're there.
Exactly.
And that's what it
Right.
is.
Exactly.
You need somebody to help expose you to Broadway? Come on.
Right.
We're going. Well, we're going again, June 13th.
There you go. There
We're
you
out.
go.
We're going to see Taraji. We're going to support.
Oh, right.
We're going to see Taraji
Yeah,
P.
yeah,
Henson
yeah.
and Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
But also, we are big on supporting local businesses.
Right.
And again, showing up in numbers.
Yeah.
We had a whole row at the Palace Theater. We went to a show, and it was
Oh, yeah.
so amazing to see that. It was like, this is our theater. We want to keep it. We want to keep these shows. We want to
Right.
keep these things coming. We got to
We
support
gotta
it.
show up. We
You
gotta
got a
show
new
up.
restaurant?
Let's
Let
do
me
it.
know.
Let's
You
do
and
it.
sister, you just started a catering business? Let me
Let's do
know.
it.
Put it on the page.
Yeah.
Put yourself out there.
Yeah.
We're coming.
There was when you talk about catering, the young lady, Exquisite Cuisine, I think the name of it is.
Exquisite Cuisine?
Yeah.
Melissa?
Short girl, petite.
No.
No,
I know
no,
Melissa-
Melissa. Okay, no,
Melissa Caruso is one of
right,
our
that's
sisters.
okay. No,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
her. But that's a different thing too.
Yeah,
We can go into that. That's different. No, this one young girl. She was doing dinners last weekend at in Brass City Harvest. She was using the kitchen there.
Okay.
And when I went to go pick it up, she says, "I'm sorry, I'm here by myself." I said, "Girl, why you by yourself? Wait a minute, where's the teenagers to run this food out for you and
Yeah.
stuff like that?" So I want to make sure that we connect her too.
Awesome.
Because she's young, and I think she was the first to do food at our fall harvest. I don't know her personally. So I'm gonna
Direct her
make
to our
sure.
page.
Yes,
Put-
yes.
I tell all my sisters, make sure you put yourself. You're doing something.
I
You
know.
wrote
I keep
something. You
forgetting
gotta
that, 'cause
put
you
it
know I
on
got
our
always
page
stuff
because
going on.
we have so many women, even from afar. I got women sending us, I want a t-shirt. I'm all the way in Atlanta, but I don't care. I still need to represent.
Yeah,
Where's
yeah.
my swag?
Yeah, yeah.
And they're ordering and they're doing so. And you
Yes.
just don't know who you're
Who
going to
you gonna
connect
connect
with.
with? Yes.
Right.
And that's what it is, networking.
Yeah. So
Put yourself out
Definitely.
there.
I gotta let you know that our next class is April 12th for what you put on your body, and you make your own little body moisturizer.
nice.
It's called Whip and Sip.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, and my girlfriend April, she does a Whip and Sip class,
Where's it
so
gonna
she's
be?
doing this. It's going to be at Posh Studios on Lakewood Road.
Oh,
Mhm.
here.
On Lakewood
Okay.
Road, yep, on Lakewood. So I'll let you know. I'll send you the information
Please
for the
do.
sisters.
Please do.
And yes.
So we can show up and support
yes,
and learn
yes.
some things.
And learn some things. Absolutely.
And that was also a big piece. We started last year was living your legacy. That was our thing. And women, I was meeting women who, my husband just died,
Oh,
and
wow.
I don't even know where to start. I never wrote a check. I didn't pay the bills. I didn't even know where the bills were. I'm like, say what now? Okay.
Yeah.
We definitely got to get somebody in here to start talking to us and talking to us at this chapter, what we're doing, because I kept hearing a lot of stuff on social media. Should I have a will? Should I have a trust?
Yeah,
Should
you
I do
needed
that?
to have-
So let's educate our women
Right.
so they know the differences.
Right.
But I went for a trust because I kept
Me
hearing
too.
it on.
Yeah.
But I got there and I met this beautiful sister who was like, I could take your money, but I'm going to let you know right now, you don't need that. You don't need it. She said, if you want to give me your money, I'll take it.
Right.
But let's do this. And letting me know what my alternatives were. So again, opening us up to other women who are doing the thing and who can educate
have
us.
expertise
And so
in
that's what some of our some of our series was last year. But it wiped me out. Our thing was every quarter. And so this year we've gotten down to once.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll have our big end of year event. I'm working on it now. Big things are coming.
All right.
The date is December 12th. Save the date.
All right.
And I'm looking to bring some good things to our sisters.
Yeah.
And also having our sisters expose what they're doing. So we want to have vendors and we want tables and we want people to promote their stuff.
Right.
But our thing this year is laugh, love, cry.
Laugh, love, cry.
Yes.
Nice.
I like that.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
some things.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about some things.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well,
that
don't forget about us. I'm pretty
Right.
sure. Well, we're connected.
Yeah.
yeah,
I know
so
that
you'll
we'll
know.
see you.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
I have
okay.
thing that I call essential release.
Mm.
We'll talk
What's
about
that
it.
about? You gonna tell me about it?
Essential release is using essential oils to unblock the things that are blocking you. It's like a guided meditation.
We need that.
Oh my goodness.
We need
It's
that.
so powerful.
We need that because this stereotype of a strong black woman, y'all can have it.
Period.
I ain't asked for it.
Period.
And I don't want it.
And don't want it.
I do not want it.
You know, but that was
So we need
systemic
that.
too.
Yes.
We can
Yes.
go down a rabbit hole with
Yes.
systems and how we've been bamboozled in programs.
To buy into these things.
Yeah,
Right.
bamboozled in program.
And then have those things used against us
Uh-huh.
Right.
because you think I'm so strong that I don't need the same care that this person need. What now? She hurt just like I hurt. She bleed just like I bleed.
But you're
So
a
why am I
superwoman
getting-
because you're a superwoman.
Girl,
I'm not.
Mm-mm.
I'm not.
I hurt and
I don't
bleed the
even want
same
that
way
title.
you do. So I want the same treatment.
Exactly.
Give me the same
Exactly.
thing.
I laugh when I go when we're in the room and there's men in the room and we got to move something without.
No,
Could you please?
I like being in my feminine
Absolutely.
era.
Me
Yes.
too. Can you
Yes.
please? You
And we
know?
have to remember to allow them to do that because
Right.
sometimes
I
they'll
know.
say, "Hey, can I help you?" And oh no, I got it.
Yeah. And that's
Let
another
them
thing
know.
that
Let them
we've
do it.
taken from our brothers
Yes, let them help.
because we bought into that notion too that I don't need my man.
Yeah.
The hell. Yeah, I do.
What's the purpose of them?
I need my man.
Right.
I don't know about
Period.
y'all. I need
yeah.
my man.
Yeah. Yep.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I need mine too, but I ain't finding them.
He coming.
It's coming. He
He
coming.
coming.
He coming.
He coming. You putting it out
You don't
there.
have to find him. He gonna find
Exactly.
you.
Exactly. I got to stop saying stuff.
Yes,
Like
Exactly.
he's gonna
Yeah.
find you.
Exactly. And it's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And it's gonna be right up under your nose, and you ain't even gonna know because you're gonna just be he and he and you know, next thing you know, you're seeing him again, and you're spending
Don't you know
time
that's what
and
my husband
all
told
of
me?
that. See,
I said it to him. He said, "Well, who you dating now? What's going on with you?" Best male friend. We're
Right.
talking. We talk about our dating lives. I was like, "Man, I'm on hiatus." I said, "I'm celibate. I'm chilling." I said, "When God sends him, I'll know." And that's my only requirement. I had a list. Then my list got dwindled down to
yeah,
when God says yes.
right. Period.
So as long as I know he's of God, I don't care what package he's coming
That's
in.
it.
I'm here.
That's
and
it.
he said that to me. He was like, "Well, he might be right in front of you. You don't even know it."
Listen.
Went right over my head, girl.
Listen.
Went so far over my head,
That's all right. He just stayed around.
and it was him.
Yeah,
He was
That's
right in my
awesome.
face all the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's gonna happen
It's
for
happening.
Trey?
It's coming, Trey Ray.
Trey Ray.
I'm
Yes.
open.
It's
All
coming.
right.
I'm open.
Oh, she said it.
That's
It's
it.
recorded, y'all.
Hello. Hello. It's out there in the ether. Once you put it out there, that's
yeah.
it.
Kyle, cut that part off.
It is recorded, y'all.
Yes.
But oh man, this
Yeah,
was
this
a great
was a great-
conversation.
It was.
You see, I
It
told you it wasn't
was.
gonna be scary.
It
And look, we
was.
didn't even ask. We asked a
Look,
couple of
we
these
did,
questions.
Y'all got a
but-
couple of them in
yeah,
there.
just a couple of them,
But-
but we didn't need them.
But
This
I
is
love
why
that we
don't
talked
use
about
it.
sisters and
Yeah.
and how to find us. We're open. Enrollment is rolling anytime.
Nice.
Just jump right on in. Join us.
We love it.
That's it.
Come outside.
You're
There
right.
you go.
That's
Out there.
all. Come outside.
outside.
Come outside and
Come
play.
outside and you're going to see
Yes.
tea and
Right.
cornbread outside
Yes.
too.
Yes,
There you
come
go.
outside
There
and
you go.
play.
Yes.
You know, there's so many opportunities for women that are sitting in the house just watching TV, or they go, "Oh, my life is so this, my life is so." It don't have to be.
I don't have this.
You can come
I
on
don't have
out.
a babysitter.
You don't
I
have to, right? And you don't have to know anybody.
Nope.
Just show up.
Show up.
Right.
Just show up.
Right.
There's so many opportunities here locally.
Yes.
That you could jump in. And if you're not local and you don't mind traveling, come on down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
be surprised.
Half of our board, well, only 3 of us from our board live here. We got New Britain, Meriden, East Hartford. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
it's not just Waterbury.
Right. Come
Yeah.
on down. Come on down. This is why we do tea and
Meet some,
cornbread.
yes, meet some new sisters. And
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
educated on some stuff.
Because that's what it's about. It's about
Sisterhood.
each one teach one. Each one lift each other up.
And
Yes.
celebrate one
Celebrate.
another.
Yes. Celebrate
You win,
each
I
other.
win.
Absolutely.
Period.
That's it.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
And
yes,
the
yes.
myth of black women don't get along,
Mhm.
that's just that.
It's
we love
very much
each
just
other.
And it's not just black women.
women.
Women. You know, those myths, right?
Yeah.
Those myths are being debunked.
Exactly.
They are being debunked right here, live and
We're not
in
catty.
person.
We don't fight. We're not
Live
jealous. No,
and
we're
in
gonna start.
person.
What you doing? How can I help you do that
That's
even
it.
better?
That's it.
That's what it's about.
That's it. How can I help you?
Yeah.
Period. Period. So, again, sisthasinspirit.com,
Yes.
right? And what's the email again if you want to reach out?
Sisters in Spirit, the number 4, life@gmail.com. Phone number 203-565-9993.
Awesome. And we will
Nice.
put that information in the description.
Awesome.
And so, yes.
And if you're looking for a doula,
if you're
I'm
oh yeah,
available.
if you're looking for a doula,
I'm available.
yes.
And we have a number of us. So if it's not me, it's one of my sisters, one of my doula sisters.
yeah,
We're here to assist.
awesome.
Nice.
And is there a website for that too?
So right now we're with Earth's Natural Touch.
Earth's Natural Touch. Okay.
ENT, you can contact them and you can ask for us specifically. You can ask for me specifically. Or you can call me directly.
Okay.
And they
There we
are
go.
on Facebook too.
Yes.
Because I referred somebody to them.
Yeah. Yep. Or you can call me
Awesome.
directly.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. And if you want to become a doula, you can do that. Go there too.
Also,
right.
ENT.
So becoming a doula, or if you
Yes.
need a doula, either way,
Yes.
just go to that Facebook. You said.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have a Facebook.
All right. Cool. Well, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
This
much
was
for having
so
me.
great.
Thank you. I
Great
appreciate it.
information. I hope somebody, whoever's listening, whoever's watching, that you're inspired to get up and get out. Get out the house. Come out the house.
Right.
Just come out the house, and and
We'll do
you
the rest.
Yeah, you won't need to do nothing but show up.
Exactly.
And you have
That's
an
it.
open invitation because we want you back.
Oh, thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely.
need you.
Anytime
Come
you
back.
have something going on, like you just said, save the date for
Yes.
December. So whatever marketing and things like that you're
Yes.
doing,
Come on up.
Thank you.
we're offering space on our channel.
Right.
Awesome.
For businesses that are doing things. There is a minimal cost,
Okay.
but it's for 2 months.
I like that.
It's for 2 months of advertisement.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Or
you.
3 months. Yeah, one or the other.
yeah.
I forget what it is, but that is available.
Okay. Gotcha.
That is available, and Kyle will plug it in, and
Okay.
we'll keep it moving.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Keep
Good
it
to know.
moving.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you so
righty.
much for having me, ladies.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Thank you.
Yes,
We
love you too.
more.
Yes. And so don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this
Yes.
conversation.
Yes.
And make a comment. If you are out there looking for sisters, looking for a tribe,
Yes.
yes, do a comment. Or if you have a tribe
Yes.
Right.
that you want to connect with other tribes, let us know. Let us know in the comments. Let us know what it is that you are looking for or what it is that you need.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know why I'm pressing that button today.
Celebrating us.